to work, and I'ma gauge my progress by the sign of the word. Now I ain't yet a success, but yes, the word that I stress. Cause by the time you hear the CD, count the steps that I've left. I'm passing on.
Cause if at first you don't succeed, then dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Cause if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. Listen, I know I ain't no Aaliyah video, you know what I'm saying? But the words though, if at first you don't succeed. How many times we say that to kids, right? If at first you don't succeed, try again, right? But how come it's so difficult for us to say that? If at first you don't succeed, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, yo, check it out. Listen, I apologize for not blessing you with the vocal melodic tunes of Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? You got Pablo Rivera here, right? So, as I just said, my name is Pablo Rivera, and this again is another edition of Make It Happen Monday, right? So I'm hoping that you're feeling it, right? This is the Thanksgiving edition, right? And really what it is about gratitude, you know what I mean? So I don't care if we're looking at the historical content of Thanksgiving to be like, well, actually, I don't really care, right? So I'm taking the reason for Thanksgiving out of it, right? Because I ain't trying to get no political or socio-economic debate or whatever, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm throwing that out the door, right? What I am talking about is living in gratitude. You see what I'm saying? Living in the spirit of, again, take away all that background stuff, of Thanksgiving. I mean, it's in the name. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving thanks, right? So again, for all y'all believe in God, you pray and everything like that, right? Like I do, right? That's giving thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like every time we sit there and we pray at night, we giving thanks. You know what I mean? Thank you, God, for blah, 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 blah. Forgive me of my sin, blah, 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 right? Whatever it is that I'm not trying to diminish prayer, right? I'm just trying to diminish the specifics. You know what I mean? Because my specifics may be different than your specifics. You know what I'm saying? But still, my point remains the same, is that we live in a life of gratitude, right? We live in a life of gratitude. So I don't know about y'all, but what I did was we went around the table and everybody at the crib said what they were thankful for. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it is beautiful to hear a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old tell you what it is that they're thankful for. You know what I'm saying? Or funny. You know what I mean? But from my perspective and my family, it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get into it, but it was beautiful. They was talking about how thankful they are for their family, for their mom, for, you know what I mean? All of that. You know what I mean? The happiness, the love, the joy, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I almost went off. I'm going to go off on a side conversation. Listen, my daughter is awesome. You know what I mean? We went, this was actually a Halloween. I don't think I shared you this, right? But the school went around the little block and they had parents stopped at like every corner and all that. And we was giving out candy, right? So they was kind of trick-or-treating without going to nobody's house, right? You know what I mean? The parents would come in and we posted up and we did it, right? And my daughter, as soon as she saw me, as soon as she came out of the classroom or the school, she was like, I love you, Poppy. I love you, Poppy. And you know me, I responded in kind. I was like, I love you more. You know what I'm saying? Yo, she kept saying this over and over and over again. I had to stay here, right? And she can't move past, and she kept yelling it from down the block. Yo, my baby girl was down the street yelling, I love you, Poppy. And I was up the street yelling the exact same thing back. I love you. Right? So the thing is that the teacher had to pull her aside and was like, Daisha, you know, maybe you shouldn't be yelling that so much. And she looked at the teacher and was like, but that's my Poppy and I love him and I want him to know that I love him. Yo, she said it like 3-4 more times. You know what I mean? And then it stopped and I was like, okay, maybe. Ended up, she started thinking about what the teacher said. She stopped. You know what I'm saying? What am I talking about? That's just something else that I'm grateful for. You know what I mean? And that is one moment in time. That was my moment, though. That was her moment, though. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter. And I was like, baby, if that teacher told you to be quiet about saying I love you to Poppy, you could have kept on saying it. I'm okay with it. I'd have talked to the teacher. You know what I'm saying? But we also talked about the fact that some people don't have that type of love. You know what I'm saying? So whereas she's broadcasting it to the world, don't stop. Don't stop, because it's a beautiful thing, right? But just, you know, be weary of other people, or not be weary, be aware that other people don't necessarily have all the success that we have. You know what I'm saying? And notice I ain't saying nothing about cash. The success that I'm talking about is the value that happened within that interaction between my daughter and I. To tell you the truth, the value that it even popped up in her mind to say it so much. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what I was thankful for. Again, living a life of gratitude. But you know what? If you knew me before, if you heard me, if we had conversations, I might have even shared it on one of these videos, is that I'm constantly in gratitude mode. You see what I'm saying? That's where I'm at right here, is that we in the holidays now. So sometimes it ends up being a little bit hard on people because we lost some people, right? And these are the moments, these are the times, this little group of holidays that we have at the end of the year right here. You know what I'm saying? That touches a nerve because we never miss them as much as we do at that moment, right? Why? Because that's when the families come together. You know what I mean? That's when you live gratitude. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to be left wanting on Thanksgiving or on Christmas or on whatever if you giving all you got to the people who are around you. You see what I'm saying? And that's gratitude. Give them, thank you for being here today, right? Thank you for this. Thank whatever it is. And don't let it go without saying. You see what I'm saying? Living the life of gratitude. Listen, everything that I'm talking about here today is just about owning your own happiness. You feel me? You need to own your own happiness because somebody else ain't going to come and give it to you. Let me tell you a story, right? And now, you know, I'm happily married. I be talking about my wife all the time. I talk about how she's the greatest. She be killing the game. Yo, I don't know how it is that she just has all of this stuff internally and her abilities, but like I stand in awe of it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And somebody told me that that's the key, that's a sign of a good matrimony. You know what I'm saying? Is that I feel like I do so much for her and for the family, right? But I'm still... I still could do more. I still should do more. You know what I'm saying? But if you talk to her, she's saying the same thing. She's like, yo, I want to serve him so much. I want to serve the family so much. And I just always feel like I'm not doing enough, right? Yo, but that's the thing is we serving each other. You see what I'm saying? And every time, you know, they say that winners are always fearful of losing. So that's why they always practice all the time. They always doing what they need to do so they don't lose, right? Whereas losers are just like, and they've kind of, it's a fait accompli. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to happen. I'm going to fail. You know what I mean? So why even bother trying to win, right? We ain't there, right? We live in a life of gratitude. I am so grateful for everything it is that she does for me. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm going to do is I'm owning my happiness. I was happiness before I met her. You see what I'm saying? And she was happy before she met me. You feel me? Right? Is that if she left tomorrow, I'm going to be sad. You see what I'm saying? Because listen, I've been building towards that, right? But inside of me, I still got happiness because I'm happy with what I am today. I'm happy with who I am today. People ask me in the past, like, yo, knowing all these things that you did in the past, right? And where you are right now and that positivity you try to perpetuate, would you change any of that junk in the back? And I'm like, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because it's some, secret formula that was mixed up in my life that if you take any one of the ingredients out, you know what I'm saying? It ain't mama's chili no more, right? You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same peach cobbler as it was the last time. You know what I'm saying? Like that flan just don't got that same sweet kick to it because we took out one of the ingredients. You see what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't change anything in the past because the Pablo Rivera that's right here, I'm happy with. You see what I'm saying? I own my own happiness. You see what I'm saying? So many times you got people over here looking outside for some sort of happy. I need a man. This thing, I ain't got no man. I want somebody to love me, right? You're looking outside. Well, if I only had somebody who had money, all girls, they're gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? And I can't find. Why are you looking? Listen, what do you want out of life? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you want? Own that, right? Because that's what's going to get you happiness. And I'm telling you right now, what you want out of life ain't somebody else. I mean, listen, in human nature is that we like a tribe type people. You know what I mean? We group type people. You know, we wasn't intended to just be one out there by ourselves without anything, right? You know what I mean? That's independent. If anything, that's the second level of maturity, right? Independence. And we always try to get to interdependence, right? So even though I'm telling you, own your happiness, because you got to own your happiness. Nobody's going to bring you and just insert happiness into you. And if they do, it's fleeting. It ain't real. It's not coming from inside of you. Anytime you need to count on something from outside of you, you can't count on it. Look, it's happy. It's great when it's come, and it is. Why am I not speaking right? It is great when it comes, but it should not be expected, right? You know, you will be gracious if and when it comes, but it is not expected. It's not part of your plan. So if it comes, it helps you execute your plan a little bit faster. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to be okay. And I want to stop there because I know that a lot of times people be sitting there and they look at their goals and they look at the dreams and their aspirations and they sit there and they like, what if this or what if that, or I might fail here, or I might drop the ball there, or I might not have this time, or blah, blah, blah. Listen, all those are valid concerns, right? But don't let it stress you. It's going to be okay. The fact that you're thinking about them tells me that it's going to be okay, because you know to whom it's not going to be okay is to that person who ain't even thinking about it, who's like, man, whatever. All right. So I'm telling you right now, and I'm calming myself down because I really want you to understand. I want you to feel this. I feel that there's a lot of stressed out people out there. I feel that there's a lot of people succumbing to, I'm getting off Facebook or I'm getting off Instagram or YouTube because it's just cluttered with negativity and bad things happening all the time. And I just can't deal with it no more. You see what I'm saying? Listen, your brain is starting to go down the spiral of something that's not going to help you. You see what I'm saying? You need to own your happiness. If you allow yourself to get distracted by anything else that you can't influence or impact, or it doesn't even concern you, that's when the stress starts to build. And what I'm telling you is that it's all going to be okay, right? That okay that I'm talking about is going to happen because you're going to make it happen. And listen, hold up. That ain't to put no pressure on you. That's not to stress you out. That's not to do any of that. I'm just saying you're the one that's going to make it happen. You know why? Because you're the one that's thinking it. Listen, anything... I ain't even going to edit that out. You know why? Because I just told you in one of my posts before that I went through whooping cough and RSV and the whole family. It went boom, 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 boom. I was the last one, right? But anyway, I'm telling you, it's going to be okay because you're going to be the one that makes it happen. You can make it happen slowly but surely. You can make it happen in one fell swoop. You can make it happen gauged, right? Documented and directed. You can make it happen with one blast. You know what I'm saying? You can make it hastily or rush or whatever, but you're going to make it happen. It might not look pretty, but you're going to make it happen because you're thinking about it. And you're watching these videos and you're like, you know what? I can make it happen. Well, hey, world, watch me make it happen, right? That's the type of mindset that if you don't have, you're starting to try to build towards. And I'm telling you, fantastic, right? Because you're going to be the one that makes it okay. All right? Do you. Period. Do you. Put down all that extra baggage. Put down all that extra stress, right? Check it out. Fear ain't nothing but a thought. Feel me real quick. The fear that you have, it ain't nothing but a thought, right? The stress is not what you're actually going through. And I don't care what it is you're going through. The stress ain't what it is you're going through. If you're going through a health problem, right? The health problem, there's a process for that. They bringing you here, they give you this medication, you go through this treatment, you go to this doctor, you get this, blah, blah, blah. It might take years. It might not even be curable, just treatable. So you're going through the treatment and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's not it's not what you're going through. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain muscle. I'm trying to get this job. I'm trying to get an A. I need to raise my math grade from a 65 to at least a 75. Whatever it is that you're trying to go through, whatever it is that you're going through, you have the skills and the abilities to be able to come out the other end successfully, right? It's the thought process around the things that it is that you're doing that stresses you out, right? How long is it going to take for this cold to go away? I really don't want to take this medication. I'm not sure what's in this vaccine, right? I've tried so hard over and over and over again, and I just keep on failing that math. You know what? Is that reading is a little bit difficult for me to do, and I read things 5-7 times, and I don't even know what I read the first time, so I got to read it 7-5 more times, whatever it is, right? All those things are excess stress. This is what you need to do. All the excess stress is just the thoughts. All the thoughts, right? That's all it is. That's all it is the thoughts around what it is you're doing. It ain't what you're doing. So don't stop is what I'm saying. Don't stop reaching for them goals. Don't stop the habits that you've been building so that way those habits can equal attainment of goals, right? Because you just take the big goal, you shrink it up into a whole bunch of small goals, you make it a habit so that you're doing it, and then the next thing you know, boom, you just reached your goal. That's what it is that we're talking about, right? So just stop stressing. You need to control your thoughts. How I control my thoughts, Pablo? Every time I start to do this, I'm like sitting here, I'm like, dang, I can't do it. You control your thoughts by saying spoken word. And I'm not talking about the poetry, but if that's what you want to do it, right? But you control your thoughts with words, okay? Because your thoughts are going to go wherever, okay? Your thoughts are going to go whatever. but you can control them thoughts, right? And that's the thing is people say, I don't know, I can't help it. That's just what I think. Yes, you can help it. You may not believe in yourself, but that's the thing is you need to believe in yourself, is that you have the skills, the abilities, the knowledge, the know-how, the problem-solving skills, the leadership skills, whatever it is you need, you have it inside of you already. You just need to believe in yourself, man. You need to believe in yourself. So how do we do that? Again, say the words, right? You wake up, you tired, you don't feel like working out, wake up and say the opposite. Woo, I'm ready to go work out now. And it might sound something like, whoa, I'm ready to go work out now, right? But you saying it, you're gearing your mind towards what it is that you want it to be. You have to control your thoughts. You control your thoughts by your words. So your words can then control your thoughts, right? Then what happens? Ain't nothing in this world happening without the thought first. The thought needs to start first, and then the intent, and then you can go ahead and do it, right? You already talked about, I'm trying to make it happen. I want to make it happen. You already got your goal. You've already taken that goal. You crushed it down into smaller goals. You've already started to develop the habits, but now your mind starts thinking, I'm never going to reach this goal. I've tried this many times before, and trust the process, okay? Because the only thing that's stressing you out and the only thing that's going to cause you to stop is a thought with intent back behind it, right? Because that intent is what's going to create what? You got the thought, you got the intent, you put them together. What is that going to make happen? Action. You see what I'm saying? So you can either start sitting here and thinking about constructive thoughts, right? Say constructive words. I can do this. I am going to do this. I can. I have the abilities. I have the skills, right? You can keep saying that stuff to yourself so that then your mind goes there. You see what I'm saying? Even if it feels fake, okay, because at the time, your mind it's a fact. You're thinking something wrong. Okay, fine, right? Now let's start saying positive things because we're going to change that thought process into a positive thought process. Now, we already know we got the intent, right? We have the intent because we here watching this video, because we're doing things every day. We organizing our day. We got a log for what it is that we eat, and we got a log for what it is that we doing to improve our educational level so that we can get that job that we're looking for. Whatever it is, right? We stacking that cash so that we can buy that house and we can start flipping it or become some sort of investment property or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, you got the intent behind it. Sometimes your thoughts run away. Grab them thoughts with the words, create a different energy, create a different vibration, right? You owe it to yourself, right? Now, here's the next thing is how many people I got in here listening and saying, word, Pablo, you know what? That's what's up. I'm going to start that tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Let me rephrase that. Don't start it tomorrow. Start it today, right? Because we need to change that philosophy that we have and just stop procrastinating. We need to do it now. The do it now philosophy, right? Because check it out. Yo, I'm a busy dude, man. So you know how easy it is for me to be like, oh yeah, that's what's up. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow don't never come. Or if it does, it comes like 6 months down the line and I should have started it tomorrow. I should have started it that day. You see what I'm saying? So change the philosophy to a do it now philosophy, right? If you have a great idea about how you can move forward in whatever it is that you're trying to do, get up and do it. If you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I should probably take a walk because I'll get past the amount of steps that I wanted to get. Then get up and do it right now. You see what I'm saying? If you're like, you know what? I really probably should stop eating chocolate chip muffins every night. I'm going to start tomorrow. Nah, start tonight. Own it. All right? If at first you don't succeed, then dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. It's all going to be okay. Listen, these holidays, it's about gratitude, okay? But don't forget about you. Too many people try to spread that holiday feeling and all that, and I'm with you. Spread the holiday feeling, right? Spread that spirit, you know what I'm saying? But listen, take care of yourself and know that it's all going to be okay. You're going to make it happen. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. Remember that. All right? You have what it takes. You have the skills, the ability, the know-how. You can do it. All right? Do it now philosophy. Constructive thoughts, not destructive thoughts. Because we can do it. You can do it. And my name is Pablo Rivera. Until next time, this is Make It Happen Mondays. I'm Pablo Rivera. Watch me make it happen.
When I'm in motion, I'm focused, thoroughly thought of my plans and the execution. You notice, ain't no time to think